Hello. Hello, everybody. Hey, VF. Oh, Michael, Paul, Kevin, Noel, Farming Boy, Dragon Skies. Hello, 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 hello. I'm using the keyboard today because I was in a bit of a rush, as always. Up the zetter. I don't have any zetters, Chris. Oh yeah, I need to... Do you remember how I ended the video with this up at the yard? Yes, I moved it back because I needed to take a thumbnail. Hello, Kai and Liv. How are we all doing today? I found it really funny last night. Like, I've been saying, oh, I won't bring out any videos until Shamrock releases. Or Shamrock is ready and we get the go-ahead. And of course, the day that we get the go-ahead, I actually have a second video ready to go, which was the Cannonball video with very loud noises. If you haven't watched that, turn your sound down a lot and watch that later on. If you haven't watched episode 1 of Shamrock Valley, do that as well later on. The mods can pick one of the links. I prefer Shamrock, but up to you guys, mods, today, which you want to spam at the end of the stream. Did Oxy give permission for us all to stream it? Yes. Blanket permission has been granted. We all have free reign now. We all have absolutely free reign of what we want to do on Shamrock now. There is no limitation. And if you guys remember what I said a while back about, hey, when we do Shamrock it means something. Yeah, that something is still true. Keep your eyes on the mod hub if you're on PC, is all I'm gonna say. Foxtrot, that would be a good guess. Any idea how long it'll be? No. Keep your eye on the mod hub, though. I have heard good things for you guys. Is it coming out any time now in the future? Yes. It could be any day. So, keep your eyes peeled. It will be very, very soon indeed. I swear I had this in there before. How did I... Oh, that might be how I got it in. See, I am cleaning up the map as I go along. Oh, I know how I got it in. The plough was facing the other direction. Yeah, that makes sense. So if you're wondering why I have the deer when... Pretty much the... I forgot to download the 110 and check it out. Dang it! I need Glengar to shout at me later. If you're wondering why I've got the deer when either the 110 or the Ford could pull pretty much everything I have, it's because I wanted a front loader tractor and I wanted a John Deere, honestly. Gonna be thousands of questions about the map coming out, probably. But simple answer is I can't tell you guys when exactly it's going to come out. Just realized that I've done a really stupid thing here. Because I actually need the seeder to not be on the John Deere. Yeah, I'm going to use the Fiat to seed because I need the John Deere. Where's the thing? Oh, it's in there, okay. I need the John Deere to grab the seeds. Forgot to mention in today's video that I do have the Albert bag fork, and I do have big bags of seeds ready to go. Take off the loader, it's silly. Well, it's necessary. Ah! He's publicly announced pending release. So that means I can just say straight out what I was meaning. Release is imminent. For PC. It literally could be any day it comes out on PC. You guys will not have long to wait. It is... PC version has passed testing and is ready to go. Console version, unfortunately, failed testing and will be a bit longer. But we are expecting it within the next week or so. There's no, oh, well, it might be this long, it might be this long. No, we're expecting it imminent. Might even be the end of this week. A rock, a roke. Oh, nice fully red setup today. I like that. So jealous of me playing this right now. Believe it or not, I'm gonna actually bring this up on screen so I'm not kidding. I have 6 hours in this map already. You know what I do, like episode 1, it's usually like, oh, this, you know, this is literally my first time on the map, or this is blah 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 blah. No, I've got 6 hours already on the map. Coming from somebody who almost never plays Farm Sim, to chill, yeah, that's a lot of time. And it was all setup time. Really should probably have the weight on the back of this, but we'll survive. You're 60 if you're in my position? No, you wouldn't. If you're in my exact position, you definitely wouldn't. You'd probably have about the same as what I've got. Hey, Crumble. I love rubbing it in. Oi, close you get. Hey, Jackie. Am I? I'm doing good. Bradley, hello. For those of you just joining who don't know, the map is officially pending release on PC. Which that means nothing to some people. It means a lot to mappers and people who understand the mod hub. It means that the time until PC release is measured in days. Not weeks, not months, not... we don't know. It's very, very soon. Could be released later today. It will not be released later today. Giants have already gone home for the day. But it could be released later this week. And probably will be released later this week. So if you guys want to see anything around the map, now's a good time to ask to see it. Landy will probably be streaming this today as well. This could be a 100-like stream. It could well be, Chris. If you're enjoying, if you're excited for Shamrock Valley coming out, hit the old like button. And for those of you who don't know, I am doing a series on this. I'm returning to videos, and the first episode is out today. It is a brand new challenge where I've given up control. I'm gonna, well, not all control. I'm gonna kind of weed through the rule suggestions you guys put, because you guys are the rule makers. I'm gonna weed through those, and the ones that are nonsensical or impossible, I'll weed out. The rest I'll feed into a Wheel of Fortune and spin that every time I want to do a video. Whatever rule comes up is a new rule in the series. Could I show the cow yard, please? And the workshop. Well, that's 2 requests I can do right now. Because the cow yard is up here. And I'm going to take a quick detour over here to this shed right here, which is the workshop. With tools and an engine and some tires. And yeah, this is your workshop for the map. This is the cow yard. You got plenty of storage. That shed you could use as storage. This shed is... I'm going to be using this shed for bales. Should you stop refreshing the mod up? Yes. Here's your slurry pit. You got a nice bit of storage here. A bit of old storage. Bale sell point right here, I think. I may be wrong. There's your manure pit. And, of course, you will have to muck out the cows. Cow shed 1. And your water trigger is here. Bit of a mess over here, but here's a second cow shed, the milking parlour. Which I always like when maps have milking parlours in. Here's your double silage pit. OxygenDavid did listen to the criticism about the giant silage, but he's changed it to be 2 smaller ones. Even more storage here. This is the big shed on the map. This is where you're going to be putting your biggest equipment if you get that much. Teeny tiny shed for whatever runaround you want. Here's your grain storage. This is of course the main yard. Grain storage right here. And smaller storage here, which is where I've got everything. Everything is in this... I want to call this the older end of the yard. Because like it's smaller sheds, a bit more rusted, a bit more messed up. Where Giants are, it is currently 6:15 PM. Giants are based in Germany and Switzerland. So it's currently like 6 PM. Just after that for them. Hello, Jonathan Schrudel. I'm doing good. And hello, James D. Did you enjoy the mini exodus to your stream last night? Could you tell that Sim put a link in TeamSpeak for us? Not coming out today. Yeah, not coming out today. You enjoyed the car video. I enjoyed doing that as well. I'm really annoyed though, because I had 70 plus clips and only I think it was 45 went into the video because the rest wouldn't import. And I got really annoyed by that. But there were more clips that I just couldn't use, unfortunately. What do I think of Thornbrook? I haven't looked at it, honestly. I've been kind of gearing up for this, for Shamrock. And I've not really been paying attention to other maps coming out and stuff like that. Oh, I've got... Ah, yes! I do have the seed mod installed, the Pro Seed mod. Hello, Mr. What did Shamrock fail on? So Oxy did show me, and well, show us the fail log that he got. There's a bunch of texture stuff, a bunch of MIP maps, which are pains in the butts to do. And, unfortunately, the Guinness. The Guinness failed it. We were complimenting you. Yeah, we were actually talking about you in a good way. So don't worry, we were just chatting and basically, it's gonna require a bit of explaining here. We were talking about people who come into streams and videos and say, hey, could you check out my channel and subscribe? And it's like, no, because you've asked. That kind of ruins the point already. And Sim was saying that, you know, he just stumbled upon your stream one day and he really enjoyed it, so that's how you got into his good books. And that's how me and Sim met. Is like there was no, oh, could you subscribe to me and check out my channel? It was literally, hey, he's a cool guy in chat, or as it happened with Sim, hey, this guy does courseplay tutorials. I better check him out. Ooh, he streams too. I'm gonna hang out in his streams, and that's how we got to know each other. So for those of you starting YouTube channels, and for those of you who are running your own YouTube channels, don't ever ask for people to look. Just chat and chill out. And people will kind of slowly but surely make their way over to you. Hey, Oxy. I think everybody's quite excited. That was Luminate. Yeah, and I got really confused between Luminate and Simulated. I saw somebody wanting to see the pig yard. I can't remember who it was, but let's just blast over. Where am I in relation to the pig yard? Okay. So as I descend from the heavens, this is the pig yard. Where we've got also the chickens. The mini satans that they are. Now I'm not going to be using the magical... lighthouse because all the eggs are going to spawn in here, which I really like. All the eggs spawn in there. And down here there's not much storage. This is the real kind of... This is the yard for the guys who want a tiny yard, because you've got not much down here. You've got a silage pit that I mistakenly referred to as a manure pit. You've got some sheds. You've got over up and around here a small bit of extra storage. A slurry pit. You got your pigs in there. You've got the actual manure pit, not the one that I invented that was actually the silage pit. This is the actual manure pit, which is oddly enough the same size as the silage pit. And if I come around here, you got another grain dump here, and you can still get your grain out. So you could use this as a main yard. And this is the sum total of the storage on this yard. It's very small, very tight, very cramped. For people who want a Ballincraig kind of experience, this is probably the yard for you guys. And you know, you can do pretty much whatever you want on this map. Unfortunately, the train's been through already, so I can't show you guys that. So let's get back to seeding. Oh, and a word of warning, if you ramp off this cliff here, there is a very small chance that you will, specifically here, there's a small chance you'll clip this, flip your tractor, and end up stuck on the roof of the shop. I say that from experience. Personally, my favourite yard is actually the bigger one, the cow yard. I genuinely prefer that yard. It looks big in videos. Like, it looks really big. And some people will think, oh, it's way too big. You try getting equipment through that yard, it becomes a headache so fast. Because it's very well laid out, so you end up getting stuck on everything. Like the small one is taken from real farm. The small one is great, but I actually like the difficulty spike of the bigger yard, because you think, and you walk around and you think, oh, this is huge. This is way too big. And then you start trying to move machinery, and you realize that no, this is not too big. This is the evil yard that hates you, because everything's getting stuck on the corner of buildings again. Yeah, it looks huge in videos and screenshots, but when you actually get into the map, when you actually start playing the map, the yard shrinks. It's like the opposite of the TARDIS. It looks really big on the outside looking in. For you guys, when you're on it like me, you know that yard is actually tiny. That main yard, the huge big main yard, is actually tiny. What I've been up to today, I woke up, had some noodles, had some coffee, and started streaming. You like the car video? That was a lot of fun. That was actually 2 days I recorded that over, because I was lucky enough Saturday night. Saturday I went to go karting, and unfortunately the track was closed, so we went to go see Cannonball instead. And that's where I got all the video of the Lamborghini and the Maserati and stuff all set in the car park. And then the second day, which was yesterday, not yesterday, was it Sunday, they're actually passing near me again, so that's where I got all the video of the cars zipping along and making very loud noises down the road as they just opened up the throttle, because, well, there was a police presence in the area. Yeah, they're not gonna stop Ferraris from making some loud noises at people. We have to make it tight, but not super tight, so a lot more people can enjoy an Irish map. Yeah, I mean, I think you've got the balance about right. Because I always find that people who want super tight maps just want lots of clutter. Do I have a link for the baler? Glengar sent it me. I'll see if I can find a link for it, Barn Lodge. I don't have it handy at the moment. Where did I see them Sunday? A little place called Ploughing in County Tipperary. Small little village. And not overly far from me. But it's always nice to... big difference between lots of clutter and a tight map. Yes, but you can make a map a lot tighter by using a lot of clutter and making things more cluttered and making kind of filthy. You don't like clutter? I actually love clutter. If it's done right, clutter is the best way to make a map feel tighter. You aim to visit all areas of the world except Landykid. How are we now, Chris? You did Dave and round to Magnum on a telegraph pole support in Lonoke. Yeah, that sounds about right. Hello, Sean Smith. How are you doing today? Should you make a farm based on your real farm? If you want to, Quick Cube, go for it. Community can always do with more good mappers. Take your time, put effort in to learn what you're doing, and you'll be in a good place. See you, James. Everybody's gonna be looking for 110s now, yeah. The modder that releases a Fiat 11090 in the next couple of weeks is gonna be the guy who gets all of the downloads. Hey, Fleming Coco and Dusty Dave, hello. Why don't you use my steering wheel? Because I was in a rush to get started with the stream today and I didn't have time to set it all up. This is a bit of a pain to get set up. Can I show the PDA, please? Sure. There is the PDA in full. The map is a very unusual shape. It's a unique shape, and it. When we got this, and when Lenny and I looked at it first, we both said, "Wow, this." The map doesn't make sense. It's not what we expected, because we were expecting something that, if it was small, would be kind of cluttered up in a corner or towards the middle. Not this kind of shape. It's a map of a shape I've never seen before, but it does remind me of Glen Malure back in FS13 from the FSUK mod contest back then. And guys, if you want to suggest rules for the Let's Play, please put them on the comments of the video, because that's where I'm collecting them. There's one in the mod contest. There is, but it's not a Fiat 11090, it's a New Holland 11090. This is a Fiat 18090. Glengar's found a Fiat 110s that I need to download, and I just kept forgetting to do it. So what I'm going to do this evening after the stream is give that a download and give it a look, and see what I think of it. 150 horsepower max to do this map. It would, yes, but with Farm Sim, some of the nicer tractors are just slightly more than that. I was going to go 160 max, but I decided I wanted to get some nice tractors towards kind of moving forwards in. So I bumped it up to 250 so that I can get something different going. I was planning about 7 different things on here, VF, and I basically spun the wheel of Dave's brain and figured out one last night. Mano, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Put your rule in the vid comments. Awesome. That is the best way to do it, because I'll be picking them from there. Can you see the shop? Sure. Let me just hop out here. Whoa, what the hell was that? If I zip over here, this is the shop. It is a John Deere shop, so I'm kind of I'm genuinely surprised Giants didn't shout at you for this. It's a John Deere shop with John Deere tractors and stuff. Another fail actually is the Salmon logo that's apparently somewhere around on these tractors or something. Ah, yes, that would be a fail there. So there's some fails that made sense, some that made less sense, and what I want to do actually real quick is just turn money cheat on, and because I forgot to do this. Just use the sell point over here to get rid of the Manitou. If you're wondering where the sell point is, now you've found it. It is hidden away usually because it is... oh, it's a normal single click. It is hidden away when you first approach the shop because you approach it and you see this. You don't realize that that door there opens. That is very different. They have a license for John Deere now. They have the license for John Deere for FS19, not FS17, so technically that should have been a fail, but I'm not going to complain about that. Is the baler quadrant 1200? Yes. Who knows? They might let it pass on console. I mean, technically, according to literal law, it's a fail. But if Giants pass it, I'm not going to complain. Hello, Yuso. If anybody's scared to type because they see the slow mode active, it's a 5-second slow mode. It's not going to really affect you. What about that Scania 2? Yeah, that wasn't a fail either. There was some kind of curious and strange stuff going on that didn't fail. And hello to all the lurkers, all the people that are just sat here listening to my dumb face, spitting out noise that is occasionally words that make sense. Did it fail on console? Yes, there were some technical fails for console. See ya. Do no teleporting. I will. I try not to teleport at all, Maxim, unless I need to get somewhere super quick to show something off. In which case it becomes a lot easier to teleport. Like, luckily the fails that there were all small technical things that are relatively easy to fix. Relatively. There's nothing that's actually easy to fix in G. Some of them made no sense whatsoever, some of them made a lot of sense. Is it normal that you're getting 35 FPS in the main yard no field? It depends on your PC, Tino. Like, if you're getting 35 FPS on every other map, then yes, it's normal. If it's just happening on Oakfield, odds are you got a bad mod in there somewhere. FS19 next month? Next month isn't November, Tommy. It's a month or so off yet. You're a month or so off yet. It's 2 months away from FS19. But all the information will be coming very, very soon. Fergal, I can tell you that it actually looks nicer when you're playing it. It's actually a map where myself and SFTN have spoken about this at length. And we both kind of agree that it's a map where you just find yourself kind of panning the camera around a lot to look at the view. Because there's... I think maybe one place on the map where there isn't just this stunning view out over the entirety of the map. Hello, Davidas and Pro Gamer. GPU's running 100% all the time in FS lately. Yeah, something's not right, Tino. You've got a really dodgy something going on. Am I Irish? Yes, I am. When's the map coming out? I would say it's imminent, HC. It is pending release for PC. It actually failed on console, so console will be another little while yet, another couple of weeks minimum. Hello, Irish Wills. Yeah, oddly, Tino, sometimes you can turn down the graphics settings and get better graphics. Anti-aliasing is a bit of a dodgy one. Irish and proud, am I right? Yes, Virgo. Can I show the castle? Sure. Let me just get up monkey chicken speed and away we go. I enjoy how once you get up to times 21 speed, you can actually fly. So here's the castle. It is Dunluce Castle, if I remember right. Yes, Dunluce Castle. And there's a picture of the real thing. There's the farm sim version, which is vaguely similar. Be awesome if released tomorrow. That'd be awesome. What county am I from? County Tipperary. So you can walk around in the castle if you really want to. You can walk around the castle. Never checked these rocks over here to see if they were hover rocks, but if it passed testing, I'm gonna call them fine. You can go up these steps here. Go up onto the... what I'm presuming is a parapet, but it might have been just the second layer of the castle. This bit here makes no sense. I'm guessing a floor fell through at some point in the history of this place. And of course there's golden nuggets dotted around everywhere, which I'm not collecting. I always found the nuggets kind of pointless, but you can kind of explore the castle and get around in here if you really want to. Personally, I'm a big fan of castles. I always found them really cool. So I am going out of my way to try and avoid picking up nuggets. So let's get back over to the tractor in field 1. You can, by the way, from about here, you can get down to the pig farm in a single jump if you're using creator tools and times 21 speed. You can get from up here to down to the pig farm without touching the ground. And your home, you did corn silage. That's fairly rare to see in Ireland. Did Oxy make a castle? I don't know. I still have cheap money on. Oh, so I do. Thank you, Yanis. I wish Scatterbrook was a cow farm, but still a great map. I mean, that's just kind of a personal preference thing. I always find that, like, I wish this was this, is always a personal preference thing. I actually like the way that he's laid it out, because usually cattle farms, especially big cattle farms, and that's what I'm going to go for here, tend to be quite large now. Is my slurry tanker... see these high-spec reskin? I believe it's a purpose-built Abbey Barn Lodge. Hey, Metal Farmer, so excited for Shamrock, looks amazing. Coming soon. All buildings except the port are custom made. Very nice, Oxy. Very well done, dude. What does Windows Installer do? Ah, you're getting a Windows update, Tino. That's what's going on. Is it based on a real area? It's based on, like, multiple real areas, but not one in particular. The Irish too, awesome pro gamer. Hey, Witchy. From Mayo. Very nice. Chris will approve. Fahy will hate you. They make fun. Oh, I just realised I can make fun of Fahy today because there's no way is he going to be in the stream. Fahy does not watch pre-release streams. You're Northern Irish, very nice HC. Whoops. Land's very wet up there. It's very wet down here too because it's been raining a lot. You're in for mana, very nice metal farm. Where's everybody from? I'm gonna steal this from Sim because why not? If you're watching, you haven't done so yet, hit the like button, and while you're at a game, let me know where you're from. Benji! How you doing today, dude? People are looking for the Abbey tank I'm using, it's not released. Yes, it is! Yeah, Fahy hates spoiling maps for himself. Derbyshire, Cornell, Lancashire County, Louth, Finland. Maxim, do you know Yuso? County Kerry, Irish Wills, very nice. Very nice indeed. County Down. Up, down, Virgo. Very nice to see John Deere finally come to console. Or to Farm Sim. It's nice to see them come to console. They've always been in Farm Sim as mods. Australia but was born in Scotland. Flaming Coco, you're a mental case for watching the stream. If you're in Australia. Little barge is leaning towards Shannon River and Loose is obviously in the north. The map looks amazing. Thank you, Oxy. Here's the thing. The cliffs, I think, are kind of representative of cliffs of Moher, but I know an area in County Cork that actually has very similar cliffs in West Cork, so it reminds me of that. So this map is kind of a bit of everywhere in Ireland thrown together, so it's wherever you want it to be. Texas, Coco Runner, very nice. Westmeath, Antrim, the Netherlands, Dublin, down again, up, down again. Down's actually a really nice county, actually. I stayed for a little while in Newcastle County Down for, well, outside Newcastle. For a competition while I was in Scouts, and it was really nice. What did I think about the All-Ireland Hurling Final? I think I didn't watch it. Devon, very nice quick cue. Donegal. Donegal's beautiful as well. I haven't been up there much, but I've been up there a few times, and oh my god, the scenery in County Donegal is amazing. Really rivals Kerry as one of the more beautiful places in Ireland. I do love the fact that somebody in Ireland decided it was a really good idea to name one of the northern counties Down. I know why it's called Down, because it's actually Doon, which is fort. But I love the fact that it's north and it's called Down. So you have to go up to Down. Benji, a lot of the weird little cures that actually exist, that do work, are kind of crazy. You just explained how this map to Lethian yesterday. I think Lizartan would probably understand it. Lethian maybe not so. The guys who don't lead Germany too much, maybe not so much. And who don't understand the love that Ireland and the UK and Ireland have for small Irish maps. Can I show up the pub? Pub is over here. Where's the pub? There's the pub. The Lucky Leprechaun, because Oxy's a git. And corned beef and cabbage. The hell eats corned beef and cabbage? Bacon and cabbage. And they're having a bit of a session in there. Listen. If I turn up the... It's 9 in the morning! Why are you doing this? Have they been in there all night? Do they know what time it is? Where's that Ford from? It is from Pedro Chaps, believe it or not. Oh, good lord. The Ford is from Pedro. It's the in-game Ford, just reskinned. Nine in the morning on a Monday. Yeah. They're completely mental. Hello, Jamie Feeney. How are you doing today? I think if you go to Landy Kids mod list, you can get a link to the Ford. I did get permission from Pedro to semi-publicly release it through mod lists. How do you get it? I've just explained because I knew that would be your follow. I can tell these things. Usually there are more old machines in the base game. I'm with you there, Fergal. That's something that's unfortunately missing from Farm Sim. Hey, Paddy. How am I? I'm doing very good. How are you doing today? What tractor brands are common in Ireland? John Deere, Fendt, Class. It's fairly common. New Holland's becoming more common, but it's mainly kind of old Ford still. In terms of blue machinery. You'd still see the odd Fiat Agri, not too many, but people have a weird fascination with them. And they're almost all 110s. When do we think Shamrock could be out? For PC? Imminent. For console? A couple of weeks yet. What other brands would be common here? Zetor is actually surprisingly common in Ireland, and Ursus to a certain extent. JCB as well. Get any fast tracks? Tons, but they're all, almost all. I actually saw one a couple of days ago on Sunday. There's a lot of them that are this bad boy, the Fast Track 150, the old fast tracks, because a lot of farms here don't have a lot of money, so they have older tractors still. Massey Ferguson are quite common, yes. Not around me, but they are quite common. I rarely see Masseys. It's mainly like New Hollands, John Deere's, and actually Class that I'd see. Go down to the field that I cultivated in the video today. I need to just do something real quick on my phone because I forgot to do it already. So just bear with me one moment, please, while I do a quick thing. Thank you for hitting me. I saw that. None runs like a deer with a Massey up its rear. What's a Valtras where you live? I rarely see Valtras. I've seen a few, but not many. It's mainly Deutz I wouldn't really count as too common. I've seen one, but it's kind of the same one constantly. I don't know if that's working. Let's just refresh this page. Please. Chrome on the phone. You only see one New Hollands and tons of Masseys. I see lots of older New Hollands. And they're almost all T7 170s. The smaller wheelbase T7s at that. Should be a cement mixer running into it. I wonder, is that a joke from Giants on the whole cement traffic thing? Concrete traffic, there's a cement mixer going around the maps now in 19? There we go. How are we today? We are good today, Kieran. How are you doing today? What types of balers are commonly used? It's kind of a mix. There's a few Hestons. There's actually a Massey Heston that goes around near me. Very commonly, it's round balers. Like Class Rolance and stuff. Hey, Foil Wolf. How you doing today, dude? Wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't either. That's why I'm suggesting that it might be a troll from Giants. And I'll be honest, I kind of hope it is. Because if it is, that is a master level troll. Is this map coming out? Imminently, Dylan. Very, very soon indeed. It is in the release queue for PC. Class Lily McHale is very common. I see a few Lily balers, but not many. They're mainly used for grass work. Same with McHale, really. Massey, yeah, they're Class and Massey would be the main square balers. You'd see the odd New Holland, but it's mainly Class and Massey Heston. Are there any other questions you guys have about Arden? Because I can answer probably quite a few. Is there a ploughing competition near me next week? The National Ploughing Championships is on... Isn't it this week? Isn't it starting like today? And I'm not going to that this year. I don't know about next year yet. We'll find out next year. Can we get 100 likes? Well, we've got 96 people in the stream right now. Let's go for my usual base of 50, and then we'll push for 100 after that. So if you're enjoying the stream, you can hit that like button right about now. 18th to 20th. Oh, it's next week then. Okay. I won't be going. It's Challenger in Ireland. I've heard there's a few, but not many. Can I please butcher the pronunciation of Worcestershire sauce? I already got 50. Let's go for 100 then! I've already got 50, let's go for the hundo. Let's go for the ton. Why not? I'm not going to the ploughing this year, Paddy. I'd have no way to get up there. Hello, Burkham. If you're enjoying the stream, guys, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button too if you haven't done so yet. I've heard rumors that there are challengers, Benji, but I've yet to see one. I've never ever seen a challenger. 100 watching. Whee. Thought it was winter time last year. No, it's September every year. It's just that last year was particularly cold and wet. Hello, Sebastian. Trying to work on Bessie, but you keep losing concentration watching the stream. I mean, you never know. You might get some inspiration from some of the random crap that I come out with. Is John Deere in Ireland? Is that Farming Boy, dude? John Deere is one of the biggest brands in Ireland, if not the biggest. For like tractors. For mowers, it's kind of a mishmash of Lely, Pollinger, John Deere actually, and stuff like that. Explain two faucets everywhere. Very easy, Uliki. In Ireland and the UK, we actually split. Why are you here? You never watch pre-release streams. In Ireland and the UK, we actually split up the hot and cold water. We don't have a mixer tap like, well, generally speaking. We don't have mixer taps like you do in America or elsewhere in the world. We actually have two different water sources for hot and cold. And there's, by request, is the for sale sign. I don't know what that number's supposed to be, and I'm hoping it's not real Oxy. Not watching, you're listening. Ah, okay, Faye. But yeah, if you're looking for machinery to use that's real to Ireland, very, very small. This is kind of what you'd expect to see on a farm of this size in Ireland. Is like a 150 to 160 horsepower tractor pulling a 3 or 4 meter seeder. That's the sub goal, Birkin. I'm currently on 8,778. Mostly Massey Case, New Holland, JD and Fiat. It's mainly around here, Class, Deere and New Holland. That's the garden centre, Adam. 144p, it's not watching. True. But Faye, you'll be able to watch again soon because, number one, you're getting the fibre, apparently. And number two, this map will be out imminently. It's in the release queue. See you, Virgil. Massey 7700 will be about the biggest you've seen. Yeah, that'll be about right for the biggest I've seen as well. I've seen a Fendt 700. What's the most common size seeders in Ireland? 3 to 6 meters. Would cover 99% of Irish farms. Like 3 to 6 meter seeders would be 90% of Ireland. You have to dust off farms. Yes, you will, and all of your Irish mods, Fahy. You'll be getting them all in. There's a worm mod. Yeah, this map actually does exist in real life. It's just that it doesn't exist in our plane of existence. This is a real place. It's just that it exists in the dimension of Zod. Which is part of an interdimensional portal between Donegal, Limerick and Galway. For those of you that don't know what the dimension of Zod is. So I went 936 when you lived in England. You saw a Challenger working around near your old house. Yeah, I mean, Challengers are a bit more common in England because farms tend to be a bit bigger. In Ireland, farms tend to be quite small. Fields tend to be quite small. Generally, near me, they're quite large. Vent, check. Good to go. Fair enough, eh? Surprised you're not going to use some Zetters. Genuinely surprised you're not planning on using some Zetters. Donegal's 2 kilometers from you in that dimension. Pretty much, yeah. If only there was a 6290. I'd go for 6390 because that's the one I've seen most recently. But yeah, it's a bit of a shame there's no really good 6 series deers. There is case in Ireland, you know. It's just that they're not as common near me as New Holland is. Because the nearest dealer to me is New Holland. There's the train, spewing out steam. Let's go look at the train real quick. Z, and zip we go. Should get it here just about the time the train arrives. So here comes the train, based on old Iarnród stock, based on a real train that did exist. Go 451 series, and off it goes to bring these empty carriages to the scrapyard or something. I don't know. There'll be no crystal in there too. I am in no way surprised. A blue Fendt 800. You can get Fendt and John Deere and New Holland in the case to custom paint your tractors. It's just that Valtra are most famous for it because they generally say, well, you pick your tractor, then you pick what colour you want your tractor in. Valtra are the ones that kind of do the most custom painting. You can see very rarely, but it does happen, green Abbeys and blue Abbeys and bizarrely coloured Abbeys as well, Abbey slurry spreaders and muck spreaders. You can see them in random colours. Very rare in Ireland because people don't want to pay the extra to paint things, but it is done. You're going to use the crystal, you have 3 cases. I think people are doing some desperate research on what machinery is used in Ireland for their somewhat realistic play styles, and I'm kind of lucky in that I've got all that information already in my head box. Conroe custom, every brand will custom paint, but it's just very expensive. Saw crackling red Valtra T series at a show last year. I saw their breast cancer awareness tractor, the hot pink Valtra. That was amazing. The hot pink Valtra, I think it was a T series as well, actually. That was quite cool to see. Zeta 16435 and a 11090 in your sword. That is a good equipment choice, CJ. Catching me up, you got a lot of catching to do, simulator gaming. Will I use the 135? Not on this map. I kind of feel like the 135 is a bit pointless. Can anyone model a tractor for FS? Anyone can model a tractor, you just need to get Blender. Industry standard. Sean McGivern and Fortnite Player 1000, thank you both as well for very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse, hope you enjoy your stay. You subscribed at the same time. Well done, you two. The rare simultaneous sub. Love the Crystal Dude one on the farm back in the day. Very nice, Ernie. Oh, is it a yard tractor? Probably not. I mean, I could do. 47810s are also sweet. Yeah. I prefer 8340 SLEs. Personal preference. They're the ones that I've seen the most often in the past. Which is why, by the way, I have the 8340 and not the 7810. That's why I made the decision to go with that. I've seen that a lot. I also love this tractor, the 180/90. I might swap this out for 110/90. Glengar sent me a link to one that I just keep forgetting to download and have a look at. If it's any good, I'll give it a download. I'll swap it out for the... I'll swap this out for the 110. And we'll continue on as if nothing happened. Simulator Gaming. I am free. This is going to be pretty much all the streams for a little while. How did I get these graphics out of the filter? Yes! I'm using Reshade and a preset that simulate gaming made for himself that he gave to me, and I'm running with it. That he keeps forgetting. He wants to do some tweaks to it before he releases it publicly, but he's never going to get around to doing those tweaks if you guys don't... you know, if you guys stop annoying him. So make sure to annoy Sim about the Reshade tweaks. As much as you can. Can't wait to get your hands on the map. Very soon indeed, Simulator Gaming. PC version is in the release queue. Are you late? Joanne, you are never late if I am still streaming. There's still about an hour left in the stream, so you're not late at all. You have a 7840 as your yard tractor, which is your favorite tractor. Why did you have that as a yard tractor? That can do a bunch of good field work. I mean, 100 horsepower? 125? That's plenty of power to do like most field work you'll ever want to do in farm sim. Dude, that's a waste of a 7840. That shows my mindset with farm sim. It's like any tractor that has over 50 or 60 horse can do everything. Feel free to tag Simulate on Discord about it too. Yeah, do that. Even though he's probably like not going to see it ever because he never checks any messages ever. Think of ultra high touch would be good. Never heard of that in my life. A couple of 110/90s downloaded. We haven't tried them yet. I've got one that I need to download that Glengar has recommended, and every mod he's recommended so far has been really good, so I trust his judgment there. There's another mod that I need to download yet for this map. There's no real rush on it because I won't be able to use it for a little while yet. Still looking for his... Yeah, that's always the problem with looking for specific tractors. Like, you find it and then you realize, oh god, it's a hot mess. So then you have to start over and look again. And it's just so painful. Because you find the tractor you want and then you realize that it's made by somebody who doesn't maybe understand how errors get fixed. That's Arius or Arian. Yeah, that'll be... I think I've got an Arian somewhere. Or know of one somewhere that I need to download again. You got a 6400, which is 115 horse. Plenty of horse to do some work. You'd love a good David Brown for this map. That wouldn't be bad. Smart. First more in farm sim than in real life. I mean, yeah, farm sim does have some kind of odd power requirements at times, but I'd still use the 7840. I mean, I'm using the 8340 as one of my main tractors. This is actually, I think, the most powerful tractor I have. It's either this or the Deere is the most powerful. And they can all do everything. All my tractors can pull every piece of equipment I have. So I could have put this on the 8340 and would have been fine. Who else is streaming? Landy Kid will be streaming at about 7 o'clock today. He'll also probably be on Shamrock Valley. What DLC would I want for FS19? See, the natural reaction to that question, Destra, is, oh, I want a DLC with this brand or that brand. I want a DLC that is a lot of small brands. I'd love a DLC that has, you know, UK and Ireland DLC, for example, where I put in, this is just best case scenario, perfect world, probably not going to happen. McHale, Marshall, and just a load of small brands just all shoved in there at once. Abbey, and stuff like that, and just kind of shove a lot of small brands in at once. Just to get everything, just to get like a nice little DLC that isn't necessarily one brand, but it's just a mix. Because the natural reaction we ask for DLC is like, oh, I want this brand, this one brand. I'm like, well, there's a lot of small brands out there that make some really good equipment that I'd love to see in Farm Sim. I'd actually love to see all that coming at the same time. Is this released? Not yet. It is coming very soon. It's in the queue to be released. Need to get the seeds down to the field. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... where did I put the weight? Where did I put the weight? Where did I put the weight? I just put the rear weight on this so that I can actually deal with stuff. Also, yes, I am using an AGCO weight on the back of a John Deere. It's painted green, a different colour green to the John Deere. Bruno Andrade, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. You'd like Mikhail and JCB wheel loaders. There's a JCB wheel loader in the game already, but I'd like to see load-alls and stuff like that. Kind of some different equipment from Giants. Mikhail's quite popular in Ireland. It's very popular in Ireland, as is Abby. Basically, Irish brands are really popular in Ireland. Who knew? Now I watch Landy. I'll chill out in his streams, but I don't watch his videos. I don't watch any Farm Sim videos. Do I believe in aliens? I believe in the logical extension that if there's life on Earth, there must therefore be life on other planets that can support it. There's a kind of a logical argument there that, well, Earth can carry life, and there are other planets that we know exist that have similar conditions to Earth. So therefore, logically, there must be life elsewhere in the universe. Whether or not that life still exists is sentient or is intelligent is a separate argument, but logically there must be life elsewhere. Has this map now been released? Not yet, Jamie J, but very, very soon it is coming. It is pending release officially. So I can't give you a day when it's going to be released because I don't know. I don't think Giants know. Oxy doesn't know. All the information we have is pending release. Those two words mean very, very soon. Is Mikhail an Irish brand? Yes, it is based up in County Mayo. Any news on the Nishma Abbeys? None at all. I wonder if Nishma's been kind of distracted by something else. I know Peter J's got distracted by real life stuff and hasn't been putting modding first for a while, which is fair enough. Ooh. I found a slight floaty, Oxy. I don't know how even that happened, but... The slurry in pigs is slightly floaty. Jamie J Gaming, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. You love this little yard? I do actually like this yard, believe it or not. Like, I'll sometimes criticize super tight yards. This is one that's made properly. This is one that knows the limitations of the game. And Oxy's very good at this. I think this yard is about as tight and as small as you can realistically get a yard in Farm Sim. You can, you know, there are smaller yards that are tighter that exist, and oh my god! I wonder if zooming in will like revert this back to normal, but it won't. What is this? This is what happens when you set LGs wrong. It's not Ballincraig tight. That's exactly it. That's the map I was kind of referring to by, like, there are maps that are tighter. Ballincraig, I think, is too tight. This yard is, I think, just right at the limitations of what the game can realistically do. For playability, for sure. For like ease of playability. I know Ballincraig is playable, but I think for ease, this yard down here is right at the very, very edge of what is workable. Welcome back, Yuso! Barge is coming up the river now, slowly but surely. Yep. And that's not a barge, that's a river. That's canal boat. It's not a barge. Barges and flat tops. Hello, Pro Gamer 2018. 3 farms around you, and they're very similar. There's a lot of farms around me that are very similar. There's actually a couple of farms around me that are similar to the bigger yard. But those yards, the bigger yards, the more industrial sized yards, are a lot more rare in Ireland because there's not many farms that are industrially big. A lot of farms, even if they own a lot of land, will have several yards spread out over a few miles. Because they've just bought up older farms and they've just spread the... Are barge and canal boat interchangeable? No. There is a difference. Barges are large and flat. Canal boats are very long and thin. Hello, nicely Dutch. How am I today? I am very good today. Because I get to show off Shamrock Valley once again. I get to play it. I get to be free with the map. How many arable fields does Oxy start you with? 3. You've got field 1, field 3, and field 38. What I'm going to do after this is, because I don't want to have all the seeding done today, I want to save one field for the videos. I'm actually going to go and start spraying these, or not spraying, but I'll bring in fertilizer sprayer into these fields. Do I know a farm called County Crest? No. How's DavyDave today? DavyDave's good. How's Mr. Yuso today? It's a great track, new Hot TS series. I've tried that out. Destro, I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of the texture work on that. On TV they were calling canal boat a barge. They are occasionally called barges, but they are, like, the correct name is canal boats. Time to right-hand drive stops and cars so you can use them there. Probably a good idea. Probably going to plough with a convertible from Modern Classics. That is a very good plan, and that's the plough I'm using on this map. It's about the right size as well. You know, you could go for the 6-furrow Amazon as well. But I think the 4-furrow Convertible from Modern Classics is about right. Should call up RT and tell them, RT don't listen to reality. RT don't care about anybody who's not from Dublin, so kind of a double losing battle there. This setup would look amazing in FS19, by the way. 69 likes. Mr. Simulate will be pleased. You so is good. Very good. Hello, Pain and Sons. How are you doing today, dude? Need black rings on every junction. By the way, if you're wondering why, I'm going to talk about this real quick. You can see that there's the yellow dots on the road, yellow stripes as there are in real life. If you're wondering why, well, the bridge I think is a limitation there as well. But if you're wondering why at these crossroads there's white lines on the edge of the road when there should be yellow dotted lines, it's because if you swap these to yellow dotted lines, it breaks this triangle. Because this is taken from that texture over there. If you change that texture to yellow dots, or yellow stripes, it changes this to yellow stripes too. So there's a limitation in this road pack. Kind of built in. So there's going to be somebody who'll complain about the crossroads and the T-junctions being wrong. That literally can't be changed. And without getting rid of the yield signal on the road, that cannot be changed. Barely touched Farm Sim for last month. Hopefully Shamrock will get back into it. Shamrock will. And I am about 90% certain of that. Because it's that good of a map. It is. It's just. It's the kind of map that gets people who don't like farm sim back into farm sim. Because you guys know that I don't like playing farm sim too much off camera. This is the kind of map that I want to play off camera. If you're wishing farm sim, you could have a tractor with a frontal link or no front link. That's something Giants didn't put in that I kind of wonder why they didn't. Because like you can choose front loader or no front loader, but you can't choose front linkage or no front linkage. I know modders do it a lot, where you can have a selectable front hydraulic. It's kind of odd that Giants didn't do that. Can't see the chat on your PC. That kind of sucks, actually. Try refreshing the page or something, you saw. Yeah, that's it. And that's exactly it. And now that the hose will go from the seed box to the actual seeding equipment, that'll be amazing. And you can. I've just noticed you can actually see they were preparing for it. Like here, you've got the vacuum pump, and here you've got the outlet for the seeds. Which in 19, the seeds will come out here, come along up the side, and go in probably into that hole right there. Oh, Spencer! How you doing, dude? You have 5 times. That kind of sucks you, so. Try popping chat out. Sometimes using pop-out chat fixes it. Because I know YouTube likes throwing weird little fits where it breaks random things completely at random. What model is it? This is a Fiat Dewberry. This is a Fiat 18090. You can see it's a Fiat because it says Fiat Agri. Wonder how they'd work it for different size tractors. I think it's it's a dynamic hose, isn't it? So it'll kind of work its way around the tractors and just kind of see in between the 2 points. Sounds nice. I think it's a. Well, this isn't the straight pipe version, but I think it's a straight pipe sound. It is one of my favorite sounding tractors. It's a bit loud though. I need to turn it down a small bit in the XMLs. 94 watching, 71 likes. Very nice, guys. You guys are doing amazing today for the likes. Good lord. We're aiming at 100. I don't know if you guys can do it, but we're gonna try it. I believe in you guys. I don't know, but I believe. Hey, Jaffle Pie. That's an amazing name. That's actually quite fun to say. I like your name, Jaffle Pie. You know what tractors he's kind of burned out of Modern Classics? Try like maybe like a 18090 or 11090 if you can find a good one. I know there's a good one out there apparently. Something like the 7030 pack from NB3D. And you know, just pick random stuff that you know that you kind of see around you, or something like that. Hello, Tyvo, or Tivo. How you doing today? Hello, Nathan! So after the stream, I'm going to be recording video, the next Shamrock video. Why am I not playing on my G27? Because I couldn't be bothered plugging it in before the stream. Hey, Bullabell, how you doing today, dude? Fancy that, it's Shamrock Valley, the map that everybody's going to be on. That everybody who has it will be on for the next, like, month. I'm gonna actually record a video for tomorrow after the stream. But first, I need to do some admin work with the comments, because of the way that the series is going to work. And it's going to take like half an hour to figure everything out. Maybe the 2.4s and the Maxims. Yeah, they'd be nice actually on the map. Oops. Might use gearbox. That wouldn't be a bad call. 101 people watching currently, apparently. That is awesome. Few players. Oh my god, yeah. I love the people who get really, really buttered because you guys promote maps. It's like, come on. They need to get hype out for the maps somehow, guys. And yes, we get, you know, me and Landy, Simulation for the Nation, Simulate, we get benefits from that, but we're doing a job. You know, it's our job to hype everything up. We get given something, if we like it, we'll hype it. Nice driving skills, I thank you. Do you see much cool stuff like this seed around Ireland? Yes, actually, there's a lot of cool stuff. There's an awful lot of cool stuff around Ireland. Although the seeders I've seen have mainly been Vaderstads, there's a lot of coons. Still no Zetters. I'm not going to be using Zetters, Chris. That's your thing. I'm not going to steal your thing from you. Meta Provids, could you speak English, please? I can't read Cyrillic. I get the feeling you were trying to insult me in Cyrillic as well. The PC version will be out when the minute Giants hit the button that says release. Release the Kraken. Or in this case, the Shamrock. I think you use Valtra on this map. That wouldn't be a bad call. I'm gonna leave the gate open because I don't care for the chickens and I don't care if they get out. There's a lot of Vaderstadt in Finland. Yeah, there is. So you can find Landini. There is one doing... There was one doing the rounds a while back that was, I think, converted over from pure farming. That wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great either. Gonna be very honest. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. Yeah, I do like the pig farm. I'm more of a fan, yard-wise, I'm more of a fan of the cow yard because I do prefer bigger yards. But in terms of like the general feel, the pig yard is amazing. Actually, I think the entire map is, to be fair. I see the John Deere 2040S. No, I don't. I've not been really keeping track of mods on anything other than the mod hub too much lately. FSUK I keep track of just because FSUK is the most trustworthy non-Giants site. But I don't really keep track of many other sites. Mod Hoster sometimes I'll check, but not much. I have lost a lot of trust for that site. Wasn't that also the same model they reskinned into a comic? I think so, yeah. Oxy, I think you're correct there. I think, at the very least, taking inspiration from real farms is the only way to get a good, realistic feeling to a yard. Because otherwise you end up with just buildings and stuff dotted everywhere. I'm just going to reverse this in here, raise this up. And we'll get the Ford out on fertilizing duty. View Lake Valley. Yeah. I actually love just the view from up here. Out over the valley. It is absolutely stunning, and if I worked on this farm in real life, I would do no work ever and just stand at this gate and look out over the valley all the time. Because it's just beautiful. Be a nice Irish tractor for this map. All the tractors I'm using are used in Ireland with the exception, well, the exception of the Fiat 180. Everything I use is chosen because I've seen it. Especially this Ford, even the rustiness of this Ford I've seen. Spaf has some nice objects, got a lot of nice objects. Like this Ford is the kind of epitome of Irish farming. It works, but it's rusted to crap. It's very rusty. It's very unloved and heavily worked in a way. Guessing it's private. No, if you go on to Landy's mod list, because I can't remember the link to mine, I think he's got the link to this Ford in there. Pedro gave me permission to upload it somewhere, and I did. Coming to Nathan 6930 maps soon. You only use John Deere down in Cork. Around here there's a lot of New Hollands. A lot of New Hollands, a lot of old Ford guys that are moving to New Hollands because of the, obviously, the buyout in the late 90s, early 2000s. So you'll see a lot of New Hollands, you'll see a lot of John Deeres, because the John Deere guys will never give up John Deere. You see a few class tractors as well. Reminds you of somewhere, you can't remember where. I don't think it matters where it reminds you of, just that it reminds you of somewhere, in a way. That's the way I always look at it, like, the valley and the cliffs remind me of where I used to go on holiday in West Cork when I was really young. Even though it looks nothing like it, it just reminds me of it from the way that it looks. It reminds me a bit of Tremor County Waterford as well, with the cliffs. And you kind of get a few different feelings of different places as you go around the map, or I do at least. Nathan's already got a list. I wouldn't put it past him. It's a pity no class in FS19. Will they be added later? Without going into too much detail, I know the full story here. I'm not gonna go into the full story because I don't want to kind of reveal secret stuff that isn't public knowledge. And it makes people look bad if I reveal the secret stuff. But I know why class aren't in FS19 from the beginning, and Giants are doing their damnedest to get class in. The problem with class is a farm sim specific problem before anybody says, but class are in cattle and crops. It's a problem specific to farm sim. When compared to cattle and crops. And I don't know if Giants can convince class that it's not really a problem. If Giants can, then we'll see class likely as a DLC or an FS21. If Giants can't, then odds are class won't come into the game at all. But there is an issue there. Giants are doing their damnedest to get class. And John Deere jumped at the chance to be in Farm Sim, believe it or not. Myself and Landy always thought, oh, John Deere will never be in, they've got their own games, they want this and that and this and the other and whatever. And we always thought, no, John Deere never happened. It turns out, from what we learned later on, that John Deere jumped at the chance. They basically, from what I think, this is all pure speculation, no fact behind it. I think John Deere were waiting for an old license they signed that was exclusive to run out, so they went to Giants, I think, and said, hey, the license is gone, here's some tractors, put us in the game. Class are hurting themselves. Farm Sim is probably one of the best advertising platforms for agricultural manufacturers. Like for John Deere, New Holland Case, Massive with Agco, and stuff like that. It's the best advertising platform for them. The fact that class isn't in there is only going to hurt class in 10 years' time. The fact that it took John Deere so long to get in might hurt them a small bit in 10 years' time. The fact that New Holland, Case, Deutz, and Agco have been in will probably benefit them in 10 years' time. Because it's advertising to the younger generation of farmers. Wouldn't surprise you if class came as a DLC later on. Knowing what I do, I think it'd be kind of surprising. And obviously I'm not going to reveal what I do know. I don't want to breach any trust there. But I know the full story and I'm not going to go into it. But it is going to hurt class in the long term. Do John Deere advertise on their sites that they're in farm sim? I don't know. They might do. But the amount of news articles that came out benefited number one John Deere, number two farm sim, because you think John Deere coming into farm sim, everybody. I'll tell you, Bill, in private after the stream, but I'm not gonna make it public info. In fact, I'm surprised. I'd be surprised if you don't already know this. What it is. Class mainly are into grassland. Yeah. They're on Facebook about it with people saying thanks for joining. Yeah. But you look at all the news articles that came out when Giants revealed John Deere. And it was number one John Deere being spoken about, number two Giants Farm Sim being spoken about. And that's the mutual benefit the brands get, is like, this is coming to Farm Sim. Hello, Kierstad88, how are you doing today? There's a big class dealership near you. The biggest dealerships near me are actually New Holland, John Deere, and Agco. Hello, Nick Carter. Hello. So we get. Oh dear. You only know of one up there? I know of those three. There's actually a Pottinger dealership as well, which I didn't know they existed until I saw it. Or noticed it. Farm Boy and Podge Murphy, hello. You good, just working? I mean, technically I could say the same. Technically I could say the same, but this is this isn't something that kind of detracts from my enjoyment. Is Shamrock released? Not yet, Andy. It is pending release for PC. Got one of those new Fenton T. Ooh. How do they look, Bill? And well, more importantly, how do they sound? Hello, Christian. Did I see the leaked footage of FS19 gameplay? You mean the stuff that was given to various people from Gamescom? Yes, I've seen that. Hello, Stephen. How am I today? I'm very good. See, the fact that I'm able to list off 3 different dealerships means that it's very difficult to... What is the clicking noise? That is my keyboard. For those of you that don't know, okay, I got a mechanical keyboard with blue switches, which are the loudest switches. How am I playing Shamrock if it's not released? Well, considering you've got the Frontier Designs mod team in here, Dean... Not being smart, but you should be able to guess. It is ridiculous, even worse than... Oh dear. That's just dumb to do. That's just embarrassingly stupid, Bill. Ripping up at Watermain because they were doing a speed test on their subsoiler. That's embarrassingly dumb. Wouldn't hurt John Deere class by not being in Farm Sim. It would actually, believe it or not. John Deere is the most popular agricultural brand, classed up there as well. How am I playing it? I was given it by Oxy, and he gave me permission to... He gave us all permission to play it. Those of us that have it. I'm playing it on PC. In fact, Dean, I've had it for a long time. I was helping to test the map before it went to Giants. What do I think the last DLC will be for FS17? There will be none. They're done for FS17. Giants are finished with FS17. There's no more. Had placeables in it. Gamescom had placeables. They showed off some placeables in at FarmCon as well. So yeah, that's all Gamescom, FarmCon stuff. That's all known stuff. On a PC with the world's loudest keyboard. That's how I'm playing it, yeah. Payne's actually right, I'm playing it on PC. But yeah, I was giving it to Oxy, by Oxy, even. Because I helped him with some small stuff in the map. And I helped with the testing a bit. You know, I'm not gonna try and big up whatever I did do, what I didn't do. I gave what help I could. But if you're enjoying the stream, the 104 of you in here right now, hit the like button if you are enjoying it. If you haven't done so yet, please do feel free to subscribe as well. Is Landy going live at 7? That is my understanding, Podjess. I believe it's the plan. And I wouldn't be too surprised if you see him on a certain Irish map. 112? I'm seeing 104. Still stunning. It's great to see over 100 people in the stream today. It is a real kind of ego boost for me, and it kind of reassures me about Shamrock that it's not just a failed map. What makes me say this? I don't know. It's kind of an inkling. You scheduled for 7 PM on Shamrock, okay. Landy's awake a lot earlier than me then. Because literally when I went live, that was me finishing up the setup. I should give Chris the map. I mean, that's something you should say to Oxy Superliner. I'm not gonna give anybody the map just because they asked for it. Fahy hates me for it, and so does Pedro. Inside info. Well, no, it's simple knowledge that right now, cynically, very cynically, and I know there's going to be people who get put off by this, Shamrock Valley is the most profitable thing to do in Farm Sim right now. And myself and Landy both, you know, rely on YouTube for our incomes, so we'll do whatever's gonna get us the most people in and get us the most ad rev. It's a very cynical way of looking at things, unfortunately, but that's the way that it is, and it's, you know, the way that YouTube works when you really think about it. Chris is a legend, better than Dave anyway. Oh, thanks, Steve. You're very kind to me. Am I from the UK? No, I'm from Ireland. Come on. Up, up, up we go. I have a plan. Temporary skid steer inbound. Skid steers. Did I get the Bobcat on this map? No, I didn't. 260. And the power fork. And we'll put this down so that it lowers the center of gravity. And that's without MR. That's just me being an idiot. Stream is now an official RainbowDave stream. Something has flipped over. The stream is now officially RainbowDave. Oh dear. So what happens when you get John Deere, see, they just love falling over. Reminds you of Wicklow around Arklow. Do you have many flipping John Deeres around Arklow County, Wicklow Superliner? Bloody lazy tractor. Alley-oop. Probably a dumb idea to sell them, but away we go once again. Some more ads? Okay. There you go, I've been pressing the button on my phone. If you wonder why YouTubers get maps early. We promote them and we do a bit of testing as well. We don't do much testing generally, but we can sometimes just spot things really quickly. It just helps the mappers out. Hello, Liam. That's why YouTubers get maps early, is just so the mapper gets eyes on it before it's out. So that maybe they'll get 5 or 10 extra downloads on the map. Or maybe they'll get thousands. Or maybe they'll get... it's just getting the map out there for people. So, oh, for the love of crap. Hey! Except the people who don't understand that maps take time. They are weird. So you guys that are in here right now are the right kind of people. People that are the reason we get these maps early. Because you're all getting excited because you know the map's coming soon. What time am I finishing up? I'll be finishing up about 7. Got a fine for speeding. It's impossible to speed in these tractors. Considering they top out at 50 kilometers an hour and generally speeding fines don't come in until 55-ish. I can't speed. Draw silage with Heron Trailers and John Deere's. Where am I getting this silage from? Where am I to get this silage from, Dean? Because I'm playing with seasons and it's day 1 of early spring. There's no grass. 100 likes. That is freaking awesome. I've gone to the wrong field. Come back. Come to me. Let's finish up this field here being fertilized, and I guess we will start on the seeding in field 3. Oh, you're talking to Chris. I thought you were talking to me. Keep me in check. Could you add like recovery vehicles for me? I'm gonna go with B, Fahy. Gonna go with option B. So I heard earlier this week, Superliner, that the Baby Shark meme was dead. But apparently people are now bringing up the Baby Shark meme everywhere. It's impending release queue, Kieran. It means the Giants have a big button that says release the Krakens. And when they press that, Shamrock Valley will be out. And you guys will be able to download it on PC. I believe it failed for console, but you'll get it on PC. Overrunner likes Baby Shark Time. How about no pain? Maybe an anti-roll mod. That would be called Flat Maps. Yeah. Superliner, that's definitely not what Giants are. Giants are genuinely, like, I'm not even saying this because I'd like to be a media partner or something. Giants are some of the nicest people I've ever spoken to. I haven't spoken to many of them. Yas, or Rakin, you can take him badly sometimes. He can be a bit blunt, but that's kind of just the way that he speaks. He's a very funny guy, very good sense of humor. And very nice. Lissertan, Lethian, all the rest of the Giants, they're all just nice guys. Every single member of Giants is just really nice, really friendly, really fun to talk to. Where's the reset point on the map? It's in the field just under the house there. It's in that field right there under the house. Don't have any good eye for Williams. Not for Farmson, no. Not since FS13 have we seen a good eye for Williams and Farm Sim. Unfortunately. I wish there were more. I wish I could say something different. I wish I could say, yeah, there's tons. Just look at all these i4 William trailers. But there's no really good ones. They're all kind of broken in one way or another, unfortunately. Yeah, anything cool that mappers can do is an FPS hog, unfortunately. Is that the Cowfield 2? No, that's just, I think that's just like a random meadow. It might actually be the Cowfield. Might be wrong there. Let me just do a quick zip here. Oh no, it is the Cowfield. Oxy, did you make the Cowfield big enough? Good lord. So let's put the seeding equipment onto the Ford. Considering large tractions down the roads, yeah, FS19 is going to be nice with the new traffic that's coming in. It's great to see new traffic coming in. See some barley over the field 3, but I do need to grab. Cowfield is pretty, yes, pretty big, yeah. Grab the deer. Remember I said you could get to the pig field without touching the pig yard without touching the ground? Yeah, wasn't lying. This is a 7530. It is a 7430. Very close, Ollie, but no cigar for you. What's the max amount of cows you can see in the field? Isn't it like 50-ish or something? There is a maximum, and it's a lot lower of a number than people think. I think it's like, it might even be 25. But there is a quite low limit. But lowering the rear weight make it tip less? No, it shouldn't. See you, Michael. Same John Deere you have at home. Very nice, Paddy. It's on the mod hub if you want to download it from Farm Sim. It's the 7030 series by MB3D Modding. Very nice. Landy loves this as well. I love it. Myself and Landy both like this tractor. We kind of forgot about it for a while, and then I remembered I wanted a John Deere with the green pillars on the back. And I couldn't find one other than this, so this shall suffice. It's one of the earlier mods that came out for 17, so it's not quite as advanced as the stuff you're seeing coming out now, but it's very good, very well modeled, very well detailed. I'm sure Bill has an issue with it somewhere or other, but I like it and Landy likes it, and it's very nice to play with. Except maybe for the center of gravity being a bit too high. See, Coco! Thornbrook doesn't seem to want to be recognized in game. Interesting, TMCC. Come on, get off the... Oh no, not again. Get off the blooming thing you get. That meme is honestly cringy. I can honestly say I have no idea what you're talking about. Does the map in... okay, that's probably why it doesn't work straight off the bat. If he's put a script in with it, yeah, that's a pain in the... I always hate when mappers do that. When modders do that, because you always end up with the map not working correctly. Have I got a mod list for download? No, I don't, Murphy, because I've got like 200 mods and I can't remember where I got all of them. It would be near impossible for me to remember where I got all my mods from. Or even to find some of them again. Don't like that song. Next! So it's after field 3 we go with a seeder full of barley. I strongly dislike when you've got to unpack maps like that. I know why it's done, but it's just something that I've never really liked. Because you always forget the first few times that you download something like that, and it just becomes a pain in the backside. So field 3 is up this hill right here. In this map in FS19, I'll hit 10,000 subscribers before Christmas. What do I think? I think I thought the same thing a year ago, James. And I'm not going to put anything down as a surefire, this will definitely happen thing anymore. I'd like to think yes, but I'm not going to say, oh yeah, I'll definitely do this or that in terms of sub numbers. Because they've been completely random. And yes, Landy will be live in about 10 minutes on Shamrock Valley. So if you want, when I'm done, even more Shamrock Valley goodness, you can head over to Mr. Landy Kid's channel and have a look at his viewpoints on Shamrock. And his machinery, and complain about his combine, because that's all it really seems to do with his channel. The tricolor will be on the console version Foxtrot. Flags are allowed. As far as I know, anyway. Giants have never stopped a map before just because they've got a national flag in there. They've stopped maps because they've had offensive stuff or brands that aren't in the game, but they've never stopped something because of a national flag. You misclicked and deleted the file. GG TMCC! So Blandy can drive a bit better. Giant's home map does have the USA flag, yeah. Can't wait for this, you'll have to, Adiboo. But hopefully not too long. Final reminder, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, if you're looking forward to Shamrock, if you're excited, looking forward to this map coming out, which will be very, very soon for PC, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe if you've not done so already. I'll have a lot of Shamrock Valley coming up soon. So you got that to look forward to. You can hit that notification bell to find out whenever I'm going live to stream. It's usually 5 to 7 PM Irish time. Which obviously does change depending on what GMT is and where Ireland is in relation to GMT. Lots of maps of the US flag in the grass. Jaffle Pie, I can tell you exactly why that is. It's because they've never changed one of the default files. It's because there's a default file that has the US flag, and if you see that in a map, it means that the map maker hasn't changed that file. Will I play Battlefield 5? Probably not. I don't really have much interest in Battlefield 5. Or any game from EA for that matter. EA are just a terrible company and very anti-consumer. Hey, Eric! I'm not going to go into a full EA rant, but suffice it to say I don't like them or their business practices, and as a result I don't buy any EA games. Because I think they're scumbags. Busy in G... Are you really busy in G, Dave? Or are you just claiming you're busy in G while watching the stream and not doing anything in G because you're horrifically distracted? Some news for me in Discord, chat admin room after the stream. I'll check that out straight away, Anis. You only really play sports games? I don't even do that. Like, I'm not all that interested in sports games. If I want a sports game, I'll probably play some iRacing, because that's motor racing, which is a sport. In my eyes, at least. In other words, I called it, and you got rumbled. Really like the challenge ending. I think it's different. Because most challenges I've seen, there might be somebody who's doing something slightly, similar. I don't know. I just kind of... It was an idea I came up with. I thought, oh, this will be kind of interesting. To give chat control, not over what I do, but how I play. Or to give the comments control, the viewers control. Because usually, you see Let's Plays and it's, oh, this is how I'm going to play this, and this is why, and blah 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 blah. But having rules that change constantly, and just pile on top of each other, day by day, because it will be kind of... I'm hoping to do another video tonight. If I don't get around to it, it'll be the day after tomorrow. But giving you guys control over the rules means I lose control. I'll have a certain amount because, I'll choose rules. I'll remove rules that just make no sense or would be impossible. Or contradict other rules, for that matter. And then I'll just randomly choose one rule that... And I do have a random number generator ready to go. Or, well, not a random number generator. I do have a random selector ready to go. That I just need to put all the selected rules in. And that will choose for me. No video from VF for this map. He doesn't have the map, I don't think, Farming Boy. This is pending release, Eric. Pending release PC, fail console, due to some texture issues, primarily. The only people who have the map you've seen videos from, it's me, Daggerman, Simulation Foundation, Landy Kid, and Simulate. And we all have permission to go ham. With it being pending release, there's no worry about people getting burnt out, definitely not the PC crowd at least. And we can go ham with videos and streams and just blanket coverage now. Which is great, because I've been really getting annoyed that I couldn't show you guys this map. I've really been getting frustrated. Like, you guys think that, oh, the videos are just, or the videos and streams are just whatever I want to play. But they have been because I've been waiting. And waiting, and waiting, and waiting, and waiting for Oxy to give the green light. And, yesterday I wouldn't have streamed anyway, by the way, because I was genuinely running late, but it was an added convenience that I could just record the Shamrock video, basically instead of streaming. Console versions uploaded again already, as far as you know. Yeah, it's like it. With the queue as small as it is, it might actually come through fairly quickly, and Giants might want to kind of push it through a bit faster, just because it is a retest. I don't know if Giants do that, but if I was Giants, I would, because they already know 90% of the map is fine. And as long as they can somehow verify that the only stuff that has changed is the stuff that failed, it should just be a quick retest. So let me know if Landy's live, by the way, guys, because I do want to. I don't want to stream over him. I don't want Landy to lose viewers because I'm streaming as well. Just like an MOT, yeah, kind of. But it's just kind of looking at it and saying, okay, the stuff that we told you to fix, you fixed. You're good. That's what I do, at least. Use Black Sheep and send Skidder already, but you have no control. Yeah, it's frustrating, isn't it, Eric? Like, what's the map look like? Very mappy. So there's the PDA. And if I... how do I do this? Can I double these up, actually? No. If I zip up into the sky like this... albeit quite slowly, but it's working. You can see pretty much the entire map from here. There's field 9 over there. The map edges, which I'm going to try and not show too much. That's what the map looks like. It's very small and compact, but it works. Very small, very compact, very Irish feeling. And it just works as a map. And you can see the waves crashing in over there. Woo. I just saw that Landy is live. Landy's on countdown. Landy's live. Landy's live. Landy's live. So I'm going to end the stream here. If you did enjoy the stream and if you're looking forward to Shamrock Valley coming out, you can hit that like button. You can hit subscribe. You can do all those wonderful things. I'll be back tomorrow with more Shamrock Valley, believe it or not. And possibly with another rule if I can get a video done in time. But that is going to do it for me for today. I'll leave it by saying I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 17 on Shamrock Valley. I hope you enjoyed. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.